Now joined by the head coach of the victorious Norwin Knights, Mike Robinson, 6-5 thriller knocking off West Allegheny. And so first off, playoff environment, it feels a little bit different to get a game like this that comes down to the wire. What was the emotions on your bench as you're able to close this one out?
Just pure excitement at that point. A little frustration at the beginning of it when they kind of crawled back into that game. That's not exactly how we wanted to finish it off. It's not what we talked about in between the second and the third. But getting that sixth goal from Alex was absolutely huge. And after that, it was just, the boys were buzzing. They were feeling it. So
it seemed fitting that it's Alex Thomas who gets the winner. He's got over 40 goals now on the season. He gets a hat trick tonight. And his last one was maybe his best one. That was spectacular. What can you say about a player like him who seems to always come through in the clutch?
He really does. It's, I mean, I've said it before, Alex is magic whenever he has the puck. But days, I want him to do a little bit less and simplify his game, but I mean, you can't argue with the results.
When you win a game like this, it's such excitement, such enthusiasm, but as a coach, I'm sure there's a lot that you take and say, we can't let that happen again because it will cost us. What's the message to improve despite winning a game like this?
I mean, the big thing that we took out of this was our first two periods were fantastic. I mean, we were lights out, our forecheck was there. The beginning of letting in those two goals, they were off of mistakes. I mean, we dictated that entire first two periods, so it's just figuring out how to bear down, buckle down, and that's how you win playoff games. You know what? Sometimes it's not always pretty, but at the end of the day, we're moving on, and that's the important thing.
Well, it's kind of reminiscent last year. Your first two playoff wins were single goal victories, including one in overtime. Is that something to be said about you have to kind of win those tight games to move on?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a battle of adversity. It always is. In playoff hockey, no one wants to stop. So I give 100% credit to West A for battling back against us. And I think hopefully what we did last year with winning the Penn's Cup and going on to states, and again battling through that adversity against Chapel and against Westmont, just kind of fueled us for that final against McDowell.
Speaking about fueled, I was amongst the fans here. It seems like that type of atmosphere with both sides, I would imagine, spurs your players even more.
Definitely. It was a physical game, which is something that our boys aren't really used to. Our side of the bracket seems to be a little bit more skilled and doesn't play a whole lot of physical play. But our boys didn't back down, and that was the message I sent to them. Don't back down, wear it, play physical, and play your game.
Lastly, you mentioned McDowell. You defeated them for the Penguins Cup Championship last year. You're going to see them again now next week, and you're very familiar. You're an alum of McDowell. What does this mean for you and for the team to go against them again?
It's always fun. I mean, I'm sure they're really ready for this game now that they know it's us, and now we got to travel 2 hours up to their barn, and we're just going to be ready for them.
Mike, thanks for doing this. Congrats on the victory, and good luck going forward.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Sean.
Mike Robinson, head coach of the Norwin Knights.